I think it's good to have best of both worlds, right? So like I have the Western mindset, but I also have now the Asian mindset. I fully understand like those two worlds.
Hello, I'm Billy Boravong, and thanks a lot for joining us on this very special program from Thai BBS World. I'm joined here, lastly, with Jade Marisa Sirisompan on our very last episode together. So we're going to go ahead and just continue on more about herself, about the family's journey, except the journey is here and it's a continuation of it happening in Thailand. So Jade, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, Billy?
I'm doing very well, thanks a lot. So let's continue on. So in the last episode, we talked about basically a lot of the famous people that you've met. You mentioned like, oh, you've met Mike Tyson during like a really nice sign-off, met Sanchai, Bukau. So let's go ahead and let's try to talk more about, well, your mixed heritage. So your father is from Thailand, and then your mother is from England. So in a way, how exactly has both of these worlds come together to actually make you into the most powerful version of yourself?
Well, I think it's good to have best of both worlds, right? So like I have the Western mindset, but I also have now the Asian mindset. I fully understand like those two worlds, and they are so different. And it took me a while to really adapt when I first moved to Thailand. You know, like the way that people would say things or think would be totally different to the way it would be in England, for example. In Thailand, just my grandma, for example, would call me fat, and she wouldn't mean it in a mean way. It's just something like, you know, it's a comment or something that you would just say because maybe she can't think of something else to say. But you know, people would say that over here, and at first I would get offended, and now I realize like they don't mean any offense at all. It's just like it's actually kind of a cute comment to say a comment, you know. So this things like that took me a while to get used to. Also the language, I couldn't speak Thai when I first moved over. And now I feel like I'm okay. I'm not fluent, but I can have like basic conversations. So, you know, learning the language definitely helps a lot.
Okay. So when it comes down to Muay Thai itself, how has Muay Thai actually empowered you?
Yeah. By being a fighter, you know, I feel like even though I've not fought for a long time now, I'm still like that fighter within, and I'm so determined in everything that I do. And I've carried that through with me. For example, I had major back surgery in 2017, I believe. No, it wasn't, 2019. And, you know, overcoming that back surgery, getting myself back on my feet, I used that sort of empowerment that I learned from Muay Thai, that fighter within, to really get over that. And now I'm back able to train, I'm healthy, I can run, I can do whatever I want, because I think that's all to do with the mind. And that actually took me on to a journey of learning psychology. I now have a master's degree in counseling psychology because I thought, wow, look, the mind is really everything. You know, some people, if you had that particular surgery, it was a spinal fusion, they would just use that as an excuse to not do anything, right? Like to not exercise, to not go on hikes, to not live their life. But for me, I'm like even more determined. You know, I've had this, I can overcome it. And so I thought, okay, psychology is really interesting. And I wanted to learn more about the mind and how the mind can really help people.
Okay. What about the ring? You planning on making a return debut one day?
No. Okay, so that is one thing I won't do, is go back into the ring. Like I said, I never wanted to be a professional fighter. I never see myself as like, you know, a big champ, like a one championship champion. I just wanted the experience, and I don't want to get hurt anymore. I feel like I've gone past that phase of my life where I did all the rowdy, like took risks and things like that, and now I just want to live like a more calm and safer life.
Oh, okay. So what about your own father? What does the future hold for your dad right now? Any big plans he's got?
Well, you know, he's 70 years old and he's still going. Like, we still have these championships every year. Now we host our own international and Thai martial arts games, and coming up will be our 7th year, and that's in May 2025, and we'll just continue doing those, as well as, you know, growing the World Muay Thai organization, growing everything that my dad has built up from now. So yeah, those are his big plans, and I'm helping him plan and organize these.
Oh, okay. Good. And what about for the actual Look for Muay Thai gym itself? Like any events that happen there sometimes?
Yeah, so every so often we have an interclub, or what they call in America a smoker. So it's basically an amateur tournament where all the local gyms get together and they have practice fights, right? So they have the experience of fighting. So again, these are people who don't really aspire to be professional fighters, but they've been training for Muay Thai for so long and they want to practice what they preach, right? Practice it in the ring. So we set up these fights for them.
Okay. So throughout your life of living in the United Kingdom and in Thailand, what would you say are some of the most nostalgic memories?
My nostalgic memory from living in England, I would say it's the restaurant. So my parents had that building it was 54 Portland Street. I remember the address, right outside of Chinatown, and I feel nostalgic towards that. Like sometimes I would hear particular songs, and I'm like, oh, that's a song my mom played in the restaurant, or a song someone would sing at the karaoke bar. And so, I do miss those times. As a kid, I would run up and down. It was like a 5-story building. I would always run up and down and annoy the staff, and that was a nice memory.
Oh, okay. So as of right now, what do you think the future now holds for Muay Thai? Like how is it spread throughout the world of entertainment, et cetera, et cetera? What do you think the future holds for Muay Thai?
Muay Thai has changed a lot. I would say the biggest change started when the original Lumpini Stadium got knocked down. Before that, it had a much stronger community and it was much stronger on the traditions, like the 5-round fights, the Y crew, the gambling, everything that was very traditional. Since that, and the new Muay Thai now, I'm calling it new Muay Thai, which is entertainment Muay Thai. We have the 3-round fights. We have the fights without white crew, without the music, with the MMA gloves. So Muay Thai is really, really changing right now. And maybe that is so it becomes more international and more attractive to the Western eye. And yeah, it definitely is, I believe, because, UFC, MMA, the stand-up is basically Muay Thai. And what are they wearing? They're wearing MMA gloves. So I feel like that's probably why you see these promotions starting to have this sort of crossover with MMA style or kickboxing style now.
Okay. And how about for you, Jade? What does the future now hold for you?
Yeah, so now I'm working with my father. I'm the Secretary General of World Muay Thai Organization, and it is my goal to now grow this organization. So we just opened up our European division, and we just had the European Championships just a couple of weeks ago in Cyprus. And now my mission is to grow, maybe have the Asian Championships next year and grow these different groups of people who can also grow the World Muay Thai organization. So again, that's helping Muay Thai to grow internationally.
Yeah, very good. And then I also understand you just recently had a kid, right?
Yeah, just a baby boy.
Oh, okay.
Almost 4 months now.
Almost 4 months now. Well,
yeah.
Time really does fly.
Yeah, he'll be training Muay Thai one day, but no fighting.
No fighting?
No.
Well, you say that now, and then he ends up fighting anyway, right?
I don't know. He can defend himself with his friends or on the street, but I don't think I want to see him in the ring fighting Muay Thai. No.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a wrap here on episode 3. That was our final episode. So, regardless of where you come from, your race, or even your culture, the world is just far too big for you to not want to explore it. People from every walk of life have the right to discover and learn very much about their own heritage. It's important to understand that every single one of us, we all have our own story to tell. So a very special thank you to Jade Marisa Sirisompan for joining us here on Thai PBS World. I hope you all have a great, great journey and learn greatly about Muay Thai, the lives of others. You all can find and learn more about Thailand just by following us on ThaiPBSWorld.com and our social medias. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.